Do you have the courage to be authentic? We go through a time period where the light is increasing, our spiritual light. And this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity in this once-in-a-lifetime year, the year of the fire horse. The year that you burn the old self, you don't turn back, and you move forward. As we watch the great changes in the world occur because of the internal shifts of the people. And your nervous system has been stretched. This is the Lion's Gate 2026. It's already begun. For those that are tuning in, maybe for the first time, it doesn't mean that on the 8th, it is the only time and you have to hurry up and do things. No, you have to do things according to your system, how you feel. And we're going to be breaking this all down because we are in this window of time, a portal, not just one moment, but at any time as we're approaching the 8th and then leaving the 8th, this is the segue, this is the shift to the new timeline that the people that are tuned into this message and it resonates deep within your soul, I'm here to tell you that you've already done the work. You just need to have courage. You need to have the courage of the lion. And then you have a once-in-a-lifetime shift, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You might be new to the channel. I'm Michael. I discuss ascension, psychology, and quantum shifting. I make these very deep lessons relevant for the everyday life people. And I've done a full video on the quantum shift. And the quantum shift is always a decision, all the time. It's instantaneous. Until you make the decision, you will remain in that loop. Many people have been looping the same reality for years. Different face, same situation. Different place, same situation. Have you experienced that on your journey? And I'm going to reference, I know there's going to be a lot of people that might be here for the first time. It's the Lion's Gate portal. It's time to get the band back together, baby. It's just divine timing. And I'm going to be referencing many world famous videos that I've done over the past few months. And then you could check them out. And in one of those, I discussed the concept of reality transurfing during these high energetic events. There is no time better than right now at this pivotal point in this year. This is the 8-8, the Lion's Gate, where you have the courage, where the energy that's coming in, Sirius, our spiritual sun, our spiritual light is coming in. So you want a reality transurf during this window of time, right? And there's no right or wrong for the, if you do it exact, certain things that you physically do, could do it now, could do it on the 8th, could do it on your internal GPS navigational system. But the answer is not, I'm going to wait till next year. Then you're lost. Many people, there's a lot of good people out there. I'm reaching these people. I'm a little tough sometimes, but sometimes in our life we have to move, and we have to move now. And sometimes the urgency might be to rest. Yesterday I was called. I'll take an afternoon nap to recharge. The natural ways, siesta is actually the real way. In the modern life, people don't get a chance to take siesta. But yesterday was more of a pass out cold for several hours. So one of the first things that I want to share with everyone that's tuned in, as I'm leaving this message few days prior to the 8th, this is a time period. Rest, integrate, allow the change. You see, you have done work over the past year. You have shed your skin. You have done the inner work. But now there has to be a recalibration in the body, which is known as your nervous system. Your nervous system has to go through these changes. You need to allow the change. Instead of pushing through the exhaustion yesterday, I took the moment to take a time out and speaking to some of my friends that are also on this journey, and we could be separate by 1,000 miles. We're all feeling this tiredness right now. So you could feel the restlessness and the what I call tired and wired at the same time. You might be absolutely exhausted, but your heart's pounding and you feel like this. You're all stirred up, but you're exhausted. So it's a very weird feeling to feel that. All right. If you're feeling that, let us know in the comments. Timmy G, thank you so much for the super chat. You're such an important teacher. This is the stuff they don't teach us in school, and it's so important. I am grateful. Thank you so much for the beautiful comment. Timmy, this is my vocation in life. I appreciate everyone sharing out the video today. Thank you, Tim. You have to build up courage. You have to be ready to receive. So you have to take the time to rest first. If a person had a major event, coming up, they're gonna really take care of themselves, right? If I'm just making it up, if someone was gonna run a marathon tomorrow, right? They're gonna spend today resting so they could be in tip top, all healed up, ready to go, right? So this is the segue and the shift that we're going through. A lot of people, right? You've done the inner work. You've done a lot of things in the past few years. Now we're allowing the seeds that you've planted now bear fruit. So now we're allowing it to happen. And sometimes we need to allow. I struggle with this as well. Sometimes we think it's always the physical, but in this paradoxal matrix that we're in, you might be putting out resistance by trying harder. There are times that we need to strive. This is what I teach on the channel. This is the truthful journey. You could click subscribe. You need to have times where you are driven and and then there's times where you have to just allow. Be the water. Heavenly Sunlight 999. Thank you so much for the super chat. What memories I don't let go from my past is in my current reality. May we all let go and become one. Love y'all dearly. I appreciate that, Heavenly Sunlight. The Heavenly Sunlight is coming in. The light of Sirius is coming in. So Sirius is our spiritual sun. And as I've shared, we look at the sun, and the sun is right in front of you can't miss it, right? It's right there. You can see it. Sirius, right? It's a little light in the background. So as I share about the subconscious, that's actually more important than what's in the forefront, in the foreground, the subconscious. So in life, it's not just what's the biggest thing, what's the biggest explosion, what's the biggest fireworks. The biggest changes in your everyday life, ladies and gentlemen, the biggest changes are not on the days that you have the big fireworks. They're when you sit in quiet. God wasn't in the storm. God is in the quiet. And sometimes you can sit out on the beach and it comes to you. Some people in the spiritual community call them downloads. Right? It's a sudden epiphany that it finally clicks in. And you only get this through the quiet. This, as we're segueing through this week, this is a good time period to get quiet, get the rest, integrate, allow the change, so that as we are coming out of this several days from now, we are actually living this life. You have to get this through your head like a spiritual warrior, because there's many people that they have a subconscious program of I do not deserve. And you deserve to have these things and experience them with your 5 senses in reality, not in imagination. We're going to pull them here and we're actually going to live it. We're going to experience it. We're going to have the love, right? We're going to have the wealth. It's not a time in the future. It's right now, and we're living it out right now. You're going to have to embrace courage, the courage of the lion, because there's always a guard dog, and that guard dog is fear. And every time on my journey, when all the greatest level ups, all the greatest quantum shifts that I've done, I've always had to push through fear, all the time. Excuse me, teacher, why do we have to push through fear all the time? Oh, I'll tell you, light warriors, because your nervous system is wired. Anything that's different, maybe you've never had real unconditional love. You had a lot of losers in your life, right? So your nervous system is going to see that thing that you've never had. Maybe you had a job, right, as you know, a certain level your whole life, and now you have this beautiful opportunity for a vocation in life. And any one of these things, your nervous system is going to say danger, danger, danger. It's scary, and there's going to be scary moments that you have to push through. But it's only for it's a decision. It's a boom. You do it. You do it. You got to push through that fear. Pamela Rose, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you, Uncle Mike. I appreciate you, Pamela Rose. I love you. Okay? So every time that you get to a window of time like this, if you want to actually hop the timeline, do you want to go timeline hopping with me? Let's get going, kid. All right? So if you want to hop the timeline, you're going to have to push through the fear. And there are time periods throughout the year. And if you are in tune with your body, your internal GPS navigational system, then you will know when to move. You know when to put something out. And you know when to go inside. As we are going through this approach right now, and you know, I'm hopeful. I feel a drastic change from what I felt yesterday. Remember, there's no right or wrong to this on, I felt this first and I felt this the day after, but we're going through a shift. So everything that I'm speaking about right now, ready? Everything I'm speaking about right now is relevant in this window of time. The people that ignore this window of time, and there's several days to this, but throughout that window of time will come from your heart, from your soul. This is the time to move. This is the time to rest. This is the time to do it. This is the time to put it out. But it's not going to be next year. It's not going to be at the end of this year. It's going to be in this window of time. In this window of time. And every experience you have in life is a result of the internal shift that occurs all the time. All the time. So if you're a person that is always afraid of something, if you are a runner, if you self-sabotage love, if you're afraid that you're going to be gaslit about your work, if you're afraid of leaving one job and going to something that is more for your soul and it's not about the money, I'm just giving you a bunch of different things that all different people are going through. This is the biggest manifestation window in the biggest manifestation year. We have lions, we have fire horses, we got it all. We got it all here. We got it all going today. So in the segue, there is always contraction before expansion. And certain things that I'm saying, it says it's like a paradox. To feel like this and you know your point of homeostasis, how you normally feel. If you feel unbelievably exhausted, or something that the wounds from your past is actually your gift. If you feel this now, that is actually the sign that you're going through the shift. There's always a contraction before the expansion. The restlessness that you feel inside, all of this pain, all of this, I want to say aggravation, but you feel a little awkward. It's the vessel being stretched. The nervous system must be stretched. Now, let's not be Captain Literal, man, but think about like all your nerves in your body and if they were being stretched, and that's probably how you feel. Well, when you go through these things, then the vessel is able to hold more. Other than that, you don't want the nervous system to snap. So the vessel must be stretched, and then right now you could hold things. And there are people, because we all go through the pain and the wounds and the trauma. So there are things that might have happened in your everyday life in the past, and you might have dwelled on it, for months. And now you're over it by the end of the day. So this is an example of how you're stretched and stretched so you don't snap. Too much on your plate. You want to have these things. It's a different feeling. They're every attribute in life. You're accustomed to living on a frequency. You're accustomed to it. Your nervous system is set to it. You have the programs in the subconscious. Now, you might not have certain programs because you've never experienced it before and you have no reference point. So if you feel this floaty, you feel lost, it might be a good thing, because your nervous system has to be cleared. And those programs of the past, which is not going to become the future, even though you've experienced, it has to be cleared. And then you get to the void. And then you have a clean slate. Then you have a blank canvas. And now you're the lion. And you're going to put all stuff of worthiness, of courage, of leadership. You understand? These are the frequencies we need. We leave victimhood, narcissism, all that stuff behind, and we constantly move forward. So one thing that people need to hear, because we all go through this, the people that are tuned into this, that do the inner work, that take responsibility, you are not shrinking yourself anymore to make others comfortable. The lion will never shrink himself to make the weak hyenas of the world, the gossipers. Do you understand what I'm saying? Hit the like button if this resonates. Hit the like button if this empowers you. You will not shrink yourself to make others feel comfortable, because the people that do all that stuff, it is the weakness that is inside of them. And we need lions right now. We need to embody the courage of the lion immediately. Do you understand? There's been a lot of revelations in the past week of weak leadership in the world. We talked about it in the last 2 podcasts. Check them out if you're new. So you are sitting there and you're supposed to be the leader. The meek shall inherit the earth, right? Doesn't mean God is giving it to weak people. It's giving it to the everyday life people. Not the people that's propped up, the false idols. Oh, this is the popular. Here's the fake social media wonder over here, right? Here's that little clown on TV that couldn't answer questions 111 times. That's 111. The gates are open for your new path in life. That is the answer. Look at the codes in life. 111. What a clown. People like that need to get TF out of my way now. Do you understand? This is how you have to be. This is the lion. This is how you have to be. True leadership is done in the quiet. You built the people didn't see you. People didn't see you. Where's John? Where's Mary? You're beneath the surface of the earth with the hard hat on, building the foundation of the future with God. It's a very stark difference. So in this world where you didn't fit in, you need to move with courage right now. You have to move with courage. We all have to have courage right now. So for those that are feeling the symptoms, you might recently had to go through a big change in the solar plexus. I have, staying hydrated, right? Showing the people. Usually I'm drinking my coffee at this time, doing the watermelon cleanse, full videos waiting for you. Remember the solar plexus, the lights. Okay, so what we're approaching, and we're now, as I'm leaving this message, we're getting very to the peak of this. Remember, it's the light is going to peak. This is the amplification of light, and the body's going to hold the light. So you need to drop the density, and a lot of that density is in your solar plexus. Solar plexus. And it's time for the light to be shined on you, and you are shining your light out into the world. It is about your gifts. Your gifts come from the wound. Your gifts come from the pain. And now you are able to alchemize. You are able to transmute, and you are able to learn all about, the world and how we can be better and how we can improve the lives of others. And each and every one of us had to go through tough times. And we're seeing this shift. It's the hermetic principle of rhythm right now. That's why you see a clown on TV refuse to answer questions 111 times. It's done by design. Do you understand me? We all had to live through 2020, 2021, traumas, anxiety, solar plexus, fear of the future, lose your job, lost all the money because of tyranny, all the stuff in your body. This was your training grounds. These were the proving grounds. This was so that everyday life people will rise like lions until you say, enough is enough. Until you say, I'm not going to tolerate it. You should watch my video. It's a couple of years old now. What will you allow? It is so important to realize this. What will you allow in your life? And you'll see it. Yeah, that's why you have to be a light warrior. If you're here on this channel listening, you're a light warrior. What will you allow? And if you don't allow certain things, they don't come anymore. I'm telling you this. They don't come no more. But then you have to mourn. You have to mourn your previous life. Because those experiences, they ain't coming no more. And then you have to go through the void. And it's this window of time. And then you don't see no one. We all go through this. We're all on this journey. And I share with some of my buddies, we got millions of views here, millions of people watching the channel. I appreciate you watching me on Facebook. Hit me up on Facebook. A lot of time is alone, ladies and gentlemen. It's the truth. A lot of time alone because there has to be a transitional phase. You have to keep your energy clean because anything in life, I'm telling you the answer here, it's going to pull you back to the previous version. You want to have another narcissist in your life? I suggest you stay alone, right? You're always meeting people. I'm talking about when something takes up harbor in your everyday life. So there are certain people that put content out which is wrong and puts fear in. Go out, meet people, try new jobs, right? Try new things, go to new places. But the only thing that is going to keep you is that I'm afraid. It's courage. It's courage. It's courage to go to a new place, move there. It's a courage to go after love and not run away from love. It's all courage, all the time. It's courage to leave one job that's not really serving your soul and go do another job. Even if it's not the equal pay, maybe it's less pay. But I told you it's always about your soul. At the end of the day, if you have your soul, this is the biggest manifestation window. We're learning manifestation. There's the window of time when that head hits the pillow at night. You got several days to get this right. That window of time when the head hits the pillow at night. What's running in the background? Where do you dwell? What is your baseline for your nervous system? I'm talking the baseline, not you feel calm for one moment, not thank God I'm alone. I got a loan. I have some friends. I got a loan. They look to get away. If you are a person that is trying to get away from your, that's not a good sign, ladies and gentlemen. If you're trying to escape your own relationship, if you are not eager to do the work, okay, I'm so excited to do the work. I'm so excited to be here today. Thank you for being here. I dreamt about what I was going to talk about. I love this. I love it. I love it. Smash the like button if this resonates. This is how you have to be, okay? And people can watch my actions and deeds over the course of, you're brand new, click subscribe. We have a beautiful journey here waiting for you. You want a quantum shift? You want to manifest? It's all here. Real life evidence, okay? You have to love it. That person in your life, if it's a relationship, it's got to inspire you. Oh, I can't wait. This is how this is the frequency. Do the job, do the vocation. I can't wait. I can't wait to get on and tell all the light warriors what's going on. I can't wait, baby. And feel the energy, right? This is the energy you have to have. Little Jimmy energy. Those that watch the channel regularly, we got little Jimmy energy, right? It's just free. It's free. It's free. Imagine you get something you always wanted for free. Imagine the feeling that you have inside, right? We're doing manifestation 101, okay? It's about a frequency, ladies and gentlemen. You got it I got it for free. I can't believe it, right? You get it for free. The best things in life are free. Beautiful sunset on the beach, free. Holding hands with a loved one, free. And the problem in this world, this is why we need lions right now, it's become a transactional world. And that's why it's going bye-bye. That's why the horsemen of the apocalypse are here this year, right? It's the fire horse year. Let's get those fire horses going. Okay? That's finished. It's all finished. All the fake, if it's not rooted in love and truth, it's going bye-bye. Okay? Can't last. Well, why can't it last anymore? Oh, I'll tell you, Light Warrior. Oh, because the frequency of the world that we're living in is changing. We don't live in a physical world. I understand that there could be new people and it's hard to grasp this concept, but it's a frequency broadcast. And so what are some things that you could, you used to always do this and get a certain outcome. And then there's something that you're doing in your life. And no matter how, now you're doing it and you could try harder and it doesn't work anymore. The codes have changed. The frequency has changed. And we're leaving the life of obligation and we're headed to the life of creation. We're creating in the Lionsgate portal. We're creating in the Lionsgate portal, which I have done for many years. Right? It's a powerful time. And embrace that 8-8, the infinity code, the light, the sun, an inexhaustible source. The light is inexhaustible. You think about infinity code, right? The people that are connected to God's source. If you're connected to source, if you're connected to the light, it's an inexhaustible source. But if you're disconnected, that's why we don't want to be disconnected. then eventually energy runs out, right? So we have infinity codes, double infinity codes, right? To really go through everything that we've all gone through, it was to teach us self-worth, and that we're worthy of the life. When it gets so intense, and this is what I have really hammered home to the community, anyone that's new, you might have went through tough times post 2020. The point of it was so that you can recognize, because we don't see it, it's in the subconscious. That's why our life gets very intense, because the truth comes out when it's very intense. And then you finally recognize the loop. And then you say, I'm not going to tolerate it anymore. And then for true manifestation, ready? Here it comes. Write it down. Pay attention. You must be non-negotiable. It's the only reason why I'm here. Not apologizing, not being concerned, not saying, oh, what do these people get? Non-negotiable. Period. The lion. Non-negotiable. Period. Embrace it. The truthful journey is about embodiment. And I showed a way of truth here on this channel. I'm not knocking the law of attraction. Please understand, some people, I'm not knocking the vision board. But what happens is people rely on the law of attraction, which is a lower law than the law of correspondence, than the law of assumption. And they rely on the vision board. But the only thing that will ever change your life is the internal shift. And in one word, it is embodiment. It's a 100%er, ladies and gentlemen. Sonia, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm so grateful for that. Sonia writes 100%. I appreciate that. Did we keep it at 100 here on this channel? Heavenly Sunlight writes, burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno, burn, baby. Okay, that's enough of that. Yeah, no, the old life is burning down to a crisp. It's burning down to a crisp. You have to focus on yourself, though. What happens? You're looking at someone else. What she got? You ever see these catty women? What she got, right? Some of my divine feminine tell me all this catty stuff that goes on. Stay away from those people. What she got, right? A lot of jealous people in the world. I told the divine feminine, never tell your friends about the man that you really love, because these worthless, weak, modern women, garbage, they're going to try to stunt you. Stop it. I'm telling you, leave a comment. Leave a comment. I just give you the answers here. The chat is exploding right now. That's the truth. Keep it to yourself who you love. Keep it to yourself. It's the Matrix. It's the NPCs of the world. They're going bye-bye. And you'll watch it. You'll watch it happen over time. And on my journey, I have people, those that resonate with the journey. I like to use the term the initiated. I know that the algorithms use the word chosen ones, right? But if you are initiated to this journey, right, you will see the people that resonate. Total strangers come over to you and tell you their life story. And some of those things, you are able to put them like pieces of a puzzle. Your gifts come from your wound and the pain. You were able to overcome certain things in your life while you watched your brothers and sisters maybe be taken down by these negative things that occur. A lot of this happens in the subconscious. It is from the ego, but it's about your soul. Your desire, this is about your desire. We're talking soul desire. You are not to be ashamed of your soul desire. You go for it and you put your foot down and you become non-negotiable like the lion in the Lion's Gate portal. This concept of non-negotiable, I'm telling you, it is so important. Because if you have that internal conflict, maybe I'll just settle for, especially in a relationship, never settle. I understand in life, I everything I do, I relate it to everyday life people. There are times you have to work a job. But so what you're going to do, okay? I'll give you the answer. It's not your sole job. You got to pay the bills, right? So you report to work and you say, I'm so grateful for this job, but I'm not going to be here much longer. You be grateful for the income that you get in there. I'm grateful for this job, but I'm not going to be here much longer. And focus on that, because we have to operate out of the matrix. I hope that helps people, right? I've had a journey, right? Some people, they just see the outcome and, it must be. No, none of it is easy. We all have to go through transitional states in life. So if you're coming in now, I've gone through the transition years ago, and now I could teach you about it. Do you understand how it works? Okay. So you're going to go through that transitional. You might have to, and I get it. We don't go, boom, here's the vote. Or we don't also just, you're not going to be, 24, 25 and just boom, there's the love of your life. You might have to go through some knuckleheads. God works with compare and contrast, and it's important. Then you see it, and then you could say, okay, this is what a real man is like. This is what a real divine feminine is like. You get it now? So in our life, we have to go through things. We have to have the firsthand experience, and we trip, we fall, stub our toe. I hate stubbing the toe. I've stubbed my toe a couple times. Oh man, especially the pinky toe. Oh my God. Anyway, on our journey, we go, we trip, we fall, we crack the pinky toe into the coffee table multiple times on our journey, and the pain just shoots right up the leg. Oh my God. But this is part of our journey. And to be grateful, God kept you protected through all those things. It is not funny to crack the pinky toe on the coffee table. Not at all. Okay. So this is a time period to be joyous, to be in the frequency. Do you feel the frequency? The feeling of the wish fulfilled. To have the nervous system calm, that it's finally done, that you could finally relax. You're already here. Wow. Oh my God. I was on the run my whole life. I was always striving to, oh God. Whew. Now I can relax. You get it? I paint a beautiful picture if you're new, anyone that's new. So you have to get the feelings and emotions. Too many people in this world, they're like soulless robots. I have feelings and emotions. Do you like feelings and emotions and the funnies? You could click subscribe for the funnies. Okay. So you have to have that. Oh man. Whew. Man, we did it. Yep. So that's where you have to be. And it is difficult. It's difficult to ignore because it drives you banana sandwich. And that's why you might have to shut it down. You might have great people in your life. They could be good friends, and you can't talk to them because, what's new in your life? And you don't want to, because you know this, you're doing the work of our everyday lives. You don't want to repeat. You don't want to say, So you have to ignore certain things. And you need to pull your energy back because you don't want to be in that echo chamber. If you have that echo and it's just constantly coming back and forth to you, and people will never understand the pains, the traumas, and the exhaustion. So, yesterday was an exhausting day, and being conscious that we're not going to push through the exhaustion, that we know that this is one of the biggest events of the year and the biggest year. So let's focus. And sometimes we have to focus on our rest, regulating the nervous system is essential at this time. So I appreciate each and every one of you. This is one of the most powerful moments in this year. I'm so grateful if you came on and if you listened to this podcast all the way to the end. You could have listened to anyone today and you chose to listen to this, and I'm absolutely grateful for that. If it resonates, I appreciate if you click like. You could click subscribe. Daily videos, 9 a.m. Eastern. Check out the relevant videos I'm putting here. There's a lot of stuff going on, changes in the body. If you're new, I wrapped it up into a shorter video. That video will be at the pinned comment. Stay focused. Hit me up on Facebook. We have a tremendous Facebook community, and leave the comments of what you are experiencing. We've got a great community here, and the comment section seems to really help other people out. All right, so let's stay focused on helping each other out. I hope that we're seeing the transition from the old guard and the transition to the new guard. The leaving of separation and the togetherness that we got to focus on togetherness and love. And let's be joyous for and be happy for other people. There's a lot of negativity out there. So let's stay focused on being happy for one another. Let's support one another. And let's push the energy forward. And let's roar like the lion. I am the defender of our everyday lives. No matter what comes your way, light warriors, just keep going. I love you guys very much. Bye for now.